Did you know that from just this plate of grapes, you can turn them into delicious homemade grape jelly and refreshing fresh grape juice with much less sugar than the kinds you buy at the store? Hello, it's Tracy here. Today, let's head into the kitchen together to make a pot of natural, flavorful grape jelly and refreshing grape juice. Most importantly, you can adjust the amount of sugar to suit your family's taste. Let's get started. To make this grape jelly, you can use Concord grapes or any type of dark grapes you like. When choosing grapes, look for clusters with berries that are plump, firm, evenly sized, and have a gentle, natural sweetness. Next, sort through the grapes once to remove any that are soft, shriveled, or damaged, keeping only the round, fresh ones. Use scissors to cut each grape off the stem to make it easier to separate good grapes from spoiled ones, and place them into a clean bowl. Once the grapes are sorted, you need to clean them by preparing a small amount of baking soda that is safe for food use and sprinkling it evenly over the grapes. Next, add 1 spoonful of flour to the bowl, pour in filtered water, and stir until the mixture is completely dissolved. Before scrubbing, make sure the baking soda has fully dissolved. Then gently rub each grape by hand in this mixture for about 3 minutes. This process helps create friction between the grapes, allowing dirt and residues on the skins to be naturally removed. Next, transfer the grapes into another bowl of clean water. This time, add a small amount of fine salt and stir until fully dissolved. Soak the grapes in this saltwater solution for about 10 minutes. The salt water has mild antibacterial properties, helping to eliminate any remaining bacteria on the grape skins and making them safe to eat. Finally, simply rinse the grapes one more time under clean running water and let them drain until dry. When the grapes have drained most of the water, cut them into small, manageable pieces and remove any remaining seeds inside. Grapes are rich in natural antioxidants, especially polyphenols, which support heart health and help protect cells from damage. They also contain vitamins C and K, natural sugars that provide gentle energy, and beneficial plant compounds that support overall health, which is why I really enjoy eating grapes. After cutting, place all the grapes into a pot. Then add a small amount of water. You don't need much water here, just enough to prevent the grapes from sticking to the bottom of the pot while heating. Next, use a masher or crushing tool to gently crush the grapes so the juice can begin to flow. Then place the pot on the stove and turn the heat to medium. Slowly simmer until the grapes begin to gently bubble, stirring occasionally. As the mixture heats up, you will see the grapes soften and release deep purple juice. The color will become richer, and the kitchen will begin to fill with the natural aroma of grapes. After the grapes have simmered for about 10 minutes and released their juice, the next step is straining. Start by pouring the hot mixture through a regular strainer set over a pot or bowl. Let the liquid drip through naturally, then gently press the softened grapes with a spoon to help more juice flow out. Once most of the liquid has been strained, line the strainer with a clean cloth or soft filtering towel and pour the mixture through again. This second straining helps remove finer pulp and makes the juice clearer. At this stage, you can gently squeeze the cloth by hand to extract as much juice as possible. After squeezing thoroughly, you'll see that the remaining pulp is nearly dry and consists mostly of skins and solid residue. This can be added to the compost bin. By pressing well, you can collect nearly an additional 3/4 of a cup of grape juice, which is well worth the effort. So now you have pure, natural, and fragrant grape juice. You can ladle it into a glass, add a little water, add a little sugar to suit your taste, stir well, and enjoy it right away. Grape juice has a naturally gentle sweetness that isn't harsh, with a light, pleasant hint of tartness. When you drink it, you'll notice a rich, well-rounded grape flavor that feels cool, refreshing, and fresh, exactly the taste I love. Now that the grape juice is ready, it's time to move on to making the grape jelly. This recipe focuses on using less sugar so the natural flavor of the grapes can really stand out, balanced and full-bodied. For this batch, we use about 2.5 cups of sugar, which is much less than many traditional grape jelly recipes. Next, add about 1 tablespoon of lemon juice to balance the flavor and help create a smoother, thicker texture. Then stir everything well until fully combined. Turn on the stove and cook over medium heat until the mixture heats up. You will see foam rise to the surface as it boils. Carefully use a spoon to skim off the foam and discard it, which helps the finished grape jelly become clearer and smoother. If the foam rises too quickly, you can add a small piece of butter to help reduce it. While waiting for the jelly to boil, prepare the glass jars for filling. It's very important to sterilize them thoroughly before using. Place both the jars and lids into a pot of boiling water and let them soak for about 10 minutes. Then remove them and allow them to cool completely. Return to the pot of jelly. At this point, the jelly has reduced and thickened slightly. Check it, and if you see that it has thickened and feels heavier to stir, it is ready. Then turn off the heat and ladle it into the sterilized glass jars prepared earlier. Ladle carefully, as the jelly is still very hot at this stage, and slowly pour it into the jars. Next, use a paper towel or clean cloth to wipe the rims of the jars to ensure there is no jelly residue left behind. This helps make sure the lids seal properly. Place the lids on and tighten them just until snug, not too tight. Then, place the jars into a pot of boiling water for a water bath. Make sure the water covers about half of the jars, then process them for about 5 minutes. This step helps preserve the jelly and creates a safe seal for storage. After the processing time is finished, carefully remove the jars from the hot water and place them on a towel on the countertop. Let them cool completely without touching or moving them. As they cool, the lids will be pulled down, and when you open them later, you will usually hear a soft popping sound as the seal is released. Your result is a jar of grape jelly with a deep, beautiful color, a smooth and glossy texture, and a rich flavor that isn't overly sweet. The jelly spreads easily and tastes wonderful on warm toast, as a filling for cookies, mixed into yogurt, or spooned over pancakes or oatmeal. The aroma is delicious, gently sweet, and wonderfully silky. And that's all the steps for making grape jelly. I hope this recipe inspires you to enjoy more homemade foods that bring a sense of comfort, nourishment, and true value. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with friends who love cooking, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.